We got Amazon cards for Easter this year, and this is how we spent them. Hey guys, Kira here from 50 Shades of Mom, tips for all shades of mom life, and in today's video I am back to share with you guys a Amazon haul. So each year for Easter, my mother-in-law usually sends like a box along with a bunch of little things for the kiddos, and then maybe a gift certificate for my husband and I to go out to dinner, or some scratch-offs or something. But this year with the shopping and everything, and no one's really going out to do anything, my mother-in-law just said, I'm gonna send you guys gift cards. You choose where you guys want them to come from, and then we'll just call it a day. And so Daryl chose the Dollar Tree. Sometimes he likes the Dollar Tree even more than myself, and although we're not going there to leisurely shop right now, that's where he still chose his gift cards to come from. He likes to pick up snacks, and he loves to walk around and find cool things to treat the little kids with. So that's what he chose. And then Jake chose iTunes, but for myself and for the little kids, I chose Amazon, especially after we were done Easter shopping for ourselves. But then I stumbled upon something else I thought the kids would like or enjoy. We're stuck home, there's not much to do, so whenever like I spun another thought, I would just find it on Amazon and throw it in my cart. So I already had a bunch of stuff in my cart already when she asked, and so it just made it simple and easy for me to just say, send along Amazon. And that worked out perfect because I was able to pick the kids up some of the things that I had in mind for them, and then I was able to pick up some stuff that I had in mind for myself. So I'm going to show you guys what I got with our gift cards from Amazon, and then I'll make sure to link everything down below in my storefront. So if you guys want to check anything out for yourself, it's easily accessible down below. So the first thing that I picked up for Mason, I've already given him, so it's out of the box. I just went and snagged it from him and said, hey, let me show them these really quick. But Mason got headphones, I think maybe for his birthday or something, maybe Christmas, I don't know. But he had gotten like a fairly inexpensive pair of headphones like this, the ones that plug in. I didn't want to do wireless for them just yet. We already have to deal with plugging in their tablets and stuff, so I didn't want to have to charge anything else. I want a regular headphone jack, but sometimes those ones, especially the inexpensive ones, have a tendency to break fairly quickly. So he had a Ryan's World one that he got, and I think it was even from my mom, and it already broke. It broke like right where the cord connects to the little end piece. So I ordered him a new pair, but this ended up being a really good deal. They were under $12, but they are super, super soft. Can you see like the texture to the earpiece? Mason said they are super, super comfortable, and I like the way that they open and close to close up on the sides of his head. He has a lot of room to grow with them. I mean, I don't think something like this would last to grow that long, but they seem really heavy duty and sturdy, and the cord is not like a plasticky cord. I don't know if you guys are able to tell. I can try and fold it up so you can see, but it's more like that nylon rope. So I think it'd be easier for Mason to keep this intact and not have it fray and break right there where, you know, the headphones or the wires normally split. But I think he is going to continue to get use out of this for a while. He's already been using these for at least over a week and has been getting good enjoyment out of them, and I don't have to hear all of his video games as he's walking through the house. So this was definitely a good score for Mason's gift card. So this is the other thing that I got with Mason's gift card, and this is a pineapple inflatable sprinkler. So it's 35 inches tall, and the water sprays out of different spots of the pineapple going around, and then the water also sprays out of the top of the pineapple. And this was fairly inexpensive, but I just thought the size of it would work well for our backyard because it's more tall and slender and not very wide. I wish I could get my kids like some bigger kind of water slide or something like that, but we just don't have the yard suited for that. But I want them to be able to have some kind of water activity. I went back and forth with my husband for Easter time, and we settled on water shoes and water guns, but it wasn't enough. It's hot outside and they wanted to play with something, and I wanted them to be able to get wet. And so we tossed all the other pool ideas out and ended up sticking with this pineapple inflatable sprinkler. And the kids have been all about SpongeBob lately. Not that I'm a greatest fan of him, but they seem to be. And so I thought they would get a kick out of the pineapple, and it's going to be some water activity fun for them to enjoy outside. Now, even though Hubs didn't get a Amazon gift card, I still needed to pick something up for him too. And this is actually the Krave Coffee brand. And I picked this up for him because he had been obsessed with the Tim Hortons French vanilla. He really totally fell in love with them over the summertime when we actually went to Canada and he had Tim Hortons for the first time. He has just not been able to ever stop talking about that coffee. And the only place I was ever able to find it was online. So I bought him like a huge case of them for Christmas, and then he was almost out of them, but I ordered a whole bunch of a miscellaneous pods. So I have them linked down in my Amazon store. I bought them already a couple of months ago, and I only shared it on Instagram, not in a video, because it's all that I had ordered at the time. But it was like 2 separate cases like this of 40 pods, and each one was a different miscellaneous flavor. And I got to try so many awesome coffee pods. Like Guy Fieri had his own coffee pod. The guy from Cake Boss had his own coffee pod. Friendlies, like who knew Friendlies had so many different coffee pods? Entenmann's, just, it was so awesome to have a variety box. And whatever like vanilla flavored ones came in those boxes, I pulled those out for my husband as well. But now we're only down to flavors that he would not drink, and I went online to order that Tim Hortons, and it was $35 for 72 of them at Christmas time, and it was now $50. So that's a big difference. Like, that's a substantial amount when you're raising the price by like 30%. I just didn't want to spend that for him. Maybe we'll do it for Father's Day. But Krave Coffee was one of the brands that came in our variety box. And so I just drank one of theirs just the other day, and their coffee is really delicious. This is what the pod looks like. I had like a mint mocha. I've had a blackberry. I had a creme brulee that was theirs that was really good. And this was an insane deal, you guys. Like, if you like French vanilla coffee, go run right now and click on this in my Amazon store, because this was $17.99 for 40 pods. That is 18 cents a pod. That beats out Walmart. That beats out Aldi. Like, this is the best deal I've ever seen, hands down, for a flavored coffee. And Hubs has already opened it. That's why this little thing is already popped open, and he really loved the coffee, and he said it was well worth the money. So I'll probably just keep reordering these for him, and then we'll do the Tim Hortons when it's like a special occasion. But he really liked the Krave Coffee, so definitely take a look into them. So this is what I used baby girl's gift card on, and I know she's going to love it. She's already come in here twice, and this has been my bribery to get her out of the room so I can finish filming this, because my kids have been obsessed with making forts. We literally do it on a regular basis. There's constantly, all their blankets are off their beds, and there's some kind of fort with chairs somewhere, because they're tired of the same atmosphere. They just want to do something different. And so going into a fort is like being in like a whole new world, their own little club, somewhere away from the regular stuff. And I thought this was pretty good, because this is the kind that just pops up, and then they could just slide it underneath their bed or in a closet when they're not using it. And I like the peak of it, because that I can almost stand up in it when I'm in the middle. So I would have to slouch down just a tiny bit, but it's 5 feet at the peak. So I'm 5'2", which means when this is popped open completely, I can almost stand in the center. So it'll be plenty enough room for them. And they have a little video on Amazon, and it showed how much space was inside. And there were 2 semi-older boys, like even older than Mason, 2 of them in there with like sleeping bags and stuff, and they looked perfectly comfortable. So I think my kids are gonna have a great time with this. It looks like a rocket ship, and it says that you can put the little light through and it looks like the stars are shining when you have like a little flashlight or something on the inside. So I know that my kids are going to go crazy over this. And now the rest of the stuff that's in the box is for mom. So this I'm really excited about because mine broke and that totally breaks my heart. So I got another one of those little dash waffle makers. This is to make a chaffle, which is a way to make a waffle without using any kind of carbs or flour or that kind of thing. You use shredded cheese, cream cheese, and an egg. That's your most common recipe. And when you mix it all together and put it in one of these, it literally puffs up and allows you to use that like a waffle. And Nicole has been totally going crazy with all these crazy chaffles that she's been making, and I just can't stop dreaming about them because it's a way, like I said, to feel like you're eating something carb filled or even something dessert without really cheating on what you're trying to do, your way of life, your diet, your lifestyle, whatever it is you choose. This is like the way to go. She's done like a churro one where it's more of that cinnamon and like a cinnamon butter that pours all over it. She's done a strawberry shortcake one, a lemon one. It's just, they all sound so delicious, and I didn't have any of the stuff to make it. And I didn't have my waffle maker because my chaffle maker was broken. So I picked that up, and then I also picked up these. I have two more that I picked up at the grocery store. Well, not really the grocery store. When I did my Amazon Fresh order, I ordered lemon extract and I ordered raspberry extract. Those were pure extracts from McCormick, and then these are pure extracts from a company called Olive Nation. So they're both 4 fluid ounces, and this one is strawberry and this one is a banana. So I want to kind of recreate Nicole's banana pudding, but in one of these chaffles. Like, I absolutely love the flavor of banana, and I think it would be so good in a chaffle with some kind of cream filling and a whipped cream. It's really gonna give that like banana pudding feel, but you not really having that. So I'm excited. So I got the banana and the strawberry. So now I can do the strawberry shortcake one, and I can do the banana one, and I got a new chaffle maker. So mom's gonna be enjoying kitchen tomorrow morning. I got a meat masher, you guys. That's right, $5, and I got myself a meat masher. I've been talking about this forever and ever. Every time I do a cooking video, a meal prep, anything, and you guys see me using ground beef, I always say like, I need a meat masher. I need a meat masher. Well, I went and put one in my cart, and for $5, this was the best investment, and I'm excited about it because it looks just easy. You could do it with a spatula. I've been doing it like that my whole life, and I wasn't gonna die from not having a meat masher, but this looks like it was just going to make it easy. I love kitchen gadget tools, and like I said, for $5 I couldn't say no. I got a new pineapple slicer and corer. I am so super excited about this. This is a little bit different than the one that I had. The one that I had was plastic, but it had a ring around the top. So after you screwed it into the pineapple and you pulled it out, then you also could push the little dice through and it would make it like diced pineapple. This doesn't do that. It's just going to make pineapple rings, like slices of rings. But this is not going to break because this is metal. So like I said, the one that I had was plastic, and eventually these little prongs, because you can take the handle off, these little prongs broke and it no longer would sit sturdy in this. So you would just twist all day long and then top would just twist, but it wouldn't twist down into the pineapple. And in the meal prep video that I did maybe a couple of weeks back, or even the one before that, when I cut the pineapple, I said to you guys how lost I was without my pineapple slicer. I mean, it's not the end of the world to cut one without it, but again, little tools like this just make being in the kitchen easier, and it's fun, and it gets my kids involved because they like to do things like this. And right now mom's been having more than just the occasional drink, and when you screw this into a pineapple and you lift it out, it makes the pineapple completely cored from the whole inside, and it just leaves you the shell. So usually I drink a little bit of the juice, I make myself a cocktail inside of that pineapple and I feel all fancy. And so, yeah, I'm happy to have my pineapple slicer back. Like, this really makes me happy. So this is the last thing that I got myself, and this I had to spring for out of my own pocket. This was not included in my gift card, and it's a little bit different than the one that I have been using in the past. So I've mentioned to you guys that I have very thin hair, especially on the top. I inherited that from my grandmother. Both of my grandmothers had really thin hair, but the one on my father's side, she had it really early, and I look exactly like her, and I have that same kind of issue where my hair is just very thin up top. I mean, I always have tons of hair everywhere else, and I lose it everywhere. I mean, there's literally piles of my hair everywhere, and I always have tons of it, but up here it's just so thin. And I didn't really notice until I was editing back my own videos over the last 2 years. I mean, I knew it was happening. You can even see it in my wedding photos, which is, gosh, you know, almost 10 years ago now. You can see that my scalp comes through on my hair, but not like it is when I'm editing. And sometimes I'm looking down like this, looking at an item on the floor, and I could just see clear through my scalp, and it's embarrassing. Now, for those of you who have been with me for a while and love me for however I am, whatever I am, then it doesn't really matter. But for those who are just coming to my channel, who have not ever met me before, they don't have an impression about me, you have to make a good first impression. And I just don't like how I would feel when I would edit back and I have such dark hair and then this white scalp that just looks awful. And so someone had told me about a hair fibers that you can use, and it's called Topic. So that's what I've been using, and it's almost completely empty. So in my next empties video, you guys will see the Topic that I've been using. This stuff is supposed to be comparable to that, but it was half the cost. I think that Topic was like $50, but it lasted me over a year. I think I got it like in January or something of last year, and it's April now, almost May, and I'm almost out. Now, I only put it on when I'm going to do videos where I'm going to be seen. If I'm just fresh out of the shower, I'm not filming anything, I'm not gonna be on camera, and I'm not gonna see anyone, then I don't put it in, so I don't waste it. But if I'm going out, or if I'm going to be seen out of my little social distancing world, then I put some of these hair fibers on. And basically it looks like if a man were to shave and leave his little stubble hairs in the sink, that's pretty much what this looks like. And then you just sprinkle it into your scalp, and because it's a hair building fiber, it sticks to the little pieces of your hair, and it basically just creates a layer of hair over your scalp in order to give the illusion that you have hair there in your scalp. And so I've really been loving this stuff. I think I will always continue to use it, whether I have a channel or not, whether I'm filming myself. I think if I was going out to a party, to an event, heck, if I was just going out to the store, I think I would still use this stuff because it's a confidence booster. When you feel better about yourself, then the whole world feels it. They feel your confidence when they see you coming, and you feel better about yourself just going out into the world. And so this one was half the price. This one was $25. But it says it's the same thing, and it had great reviews. So we're gonna give it a try. I don't mind $50 for a year and a half, but they were out of my dark brown. So I needed to find something else. And like I said, I was placing an order anyways. And so I didn't want to be out of it, because no matter what, I'm gonna use this stuff for the rest of my life. So this one is called Crown Hair Fibers, and it says hair building fibers in dark brown. And I'm expecting this one to last just as long as the other one. It's about the same size bottle. I don't really know if there would be a way for me to show you guys what the fibers look like, but I'm sure you can pretty much guesstimate like what razor hair from a man would look like in the sink, and that is pretty much what it is. But it's simple and easy, and it's how I paint my bald spot. So just in case you guys want to know how I did that, that's how I do that. But that's it for this time's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If there's anything in this video that you saw that you're interested in, I will make sure to have it linked down below. There are still a few things that I ordered that didn't come yet. I ordered a new tripod, but that's nowhere near considered essential, so they had that marked out for weeks, but this tripod's getting a little wonky, and so sometimes my camera will fall over and I can't afford to break my camera. So I got a new tripod, and then I ordered a pooper scooper, which I know that sounds really interesting, right? But the flies in the state are absolutely killing me. They just continue to multiply and multiply and multiply, and my kids in and out of the back doors, and it's absolutely driving me crazy. And so I want Jake to be able to stay on top of poop scooping in my backyard. That's part of his chore, but he broke like our claw one, and now we only have like a mild scoop kind of one, and he's having a difficult time with it, and he's not enjoying it. And I mean, who the heck wants to scoop poop? Nobody really enjoys that. So I figured if I got Jake like this whole poop scoop kit, that he would not enjoy doing it. Again, no one's going to enjoy doing that, but it would just make his chore a little bit easier. It came with like scented bags, it came with something to scrape it into, and then it came with like a shovel, a scoopy shovel, and a rake. So it was like a whole big detailed kit. So he should enjoy that and make his job just a little bit easier. And then I also have a CD case. It's meant for either CDs or DVDs, but I think we have like 500 movies in this house, especially with the TV inside of my van. We're always buying the kids movies, and we have the abundance of DVDs, but we have boxes and boxes and boxes of the cases and the movies. So one of you guys had suggested like, hey, why don't you just get like a CD case holder? So I think it was like 25 bucks. I ordered a thing that zips around, but it holds 400 DVDs. So that'll be perfect for me to just put all of our DVDs that we have in here and throw away all the cases. It'll be less to pack when we have to move, and we'll just carry the case around or leave it in the car and take it from the car into the house when the kids want to watch the movies inside, because they do watch movies at night in their room before bed. But we always can just bring the big case in from the car and back and forth out, but at least all of our movies will be in one central hub. So I just popped those things up on the screen for you guys just to see them, because I'm not going to do a whole nother Amazon haul just for that. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you can check me out, 50 Shades of Mom. I will post something on there when I get my new items. But again, everything that I showed you guys is linked in my store below if you want to check it out. But I love you guys all so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.